Welcome back to the Blue North. Today I'd like to talk about the word transparency. It's a word the Democrats hate. It's a word that the Democrats are trying to fight to keep from happening because so many things that they have pulled in the last few years is going to come out and bite them in the ass in this election, hopefully. We're going to see that if Adam Schiff ever loses his bid to keep these papers from the American voters, but see, if they do come out, we'll see that Obama and Biden and Hillary Clinton and a few other Democrats were all involved in this Russian collusion that they knew was zero proof before they even did the Mueller report. So why did they do the Mueller report? Simply to keep that idea going to the American home on a daily basis with the mainstream media and showcasing that old saying that if you say a lie enough, somebody will start to believe it. And that's what happened. And now we're going to see through transparency that the Democrats were not being honest with the American people. They were, in fact, lying to them on a daily basis. So hopefully this affects the 2020 election in a major way and in favor of the Republicans, who did nothing wrong but were merely the target of a smear campaign by the Democrats, all the way up to Obama, who was hoping to destroy his successor because he just had this hatred for Donald Trump. And it went both ways, but nobody in history has ever made it that difficult for their successor. So if Obama was part of that, he should definitely have to pay for that. So we're seeing that the taxpayers are not getting what they when they voted for these people, they're not getting what they were supposed to get. They're supposed to get people that are in Washington working for their interests, not for the Democrats' interests, but for the voters' interests. That's why we vote for our politicians. But this is a pattern with the Democrats, and we've seen it when Mitt Romney ran against Obama. When Mitt Romney was accused of, well, they put him down for being religious. They put him down saying that his religion kept him from respecting women. They said he didn't like blacks, and they said that he didn't pay taxes. Now, all of these things are pretty much the same attack that they used on Trump. So these are political attacks that the Democrats are saying that every Republican candidate is going to have to face these same things, because that's their thing now. They accuse every Republican of being these same things. Oh, he's a xenophobe. He's hates women, hates this, hates that. So when we see that Mitt Romney had to face all of these same allegations, and then after the election, when Mitt Romney lost, and don't get me wrong, I am not a Mitt Romney fan, but when Mitt Romney had to face all of these allegations, Harry Reid was called on them because he's the one that was saying them the most. And when Harry Reid was asked and questioned about him not paying taxes and his dislike for blacks or for women, Harry Reid's answer to that was, well, he didn't get elected, did he? Not even hiding the fact that that was incredibly immoral, and that you, sir, are a lousy human being. We see that when Hillary Clinton was answering questions about Benghazi. She misled family members of the slain Americans and the American people and the American voters by saying, well, it was a movie, and it kicked up all of these people to do these actions, and we had no idea. Well, no, you had idea. They let you know they were going to do it. You just didn't care enough about those four Americans to do anything about it because you were trying to protect your own interests or your own image or something. And then lied to everybody, saying, what does it matter if it was a movie or if it was an attack that they said that it was going to happen and we did nothing? Well, that's huge, Hillary. It's a huge difference. If it's something you didn't know anything about, it was a surprise attack on those four Americans, yes, it doesn't make it any less tragic, but it makes it, out of your control. But when it was something that you were told was going to happen, and then you just lie and make up something to make yourself look better, Well, there's a huge difference in that. She may not see it, but she does. She just was trying to get out of that. What does it matter? It didn't matter to her. But this is the same woman that got fired from looking into Watergate because, well, she would lie so much about what was going on and what evidence she had and what evidence that she was, seeing. So she got fired from looking into the Watergate. Well, maybe she'll be indicted in the Obamagate. I hope so. I hope her, Obama, Biden, I hope the whole bunch has to answer. And I hope that they have actual proof this time and put these people where they belong. So Harry Reid saying, well, he didn't get elected, so it doesn't matter if I lied to the American voters. It doesn't matter. Hillary saying it doesn't matter. So we're seeing that the Democrats will try anything. So what does it matter if we had proof looking into the Russian investigation? It doesn't matter. Oh, well, we have proof that Tara Reid was sexually assaulted by Joe Biden. Oh, no. I'm going to lock that up, put that at the University of Delaware, and then nobody can look at that. But that's proof. We want to see what's in those files. We want to see how you interacted with the world leaders. We want to see what went on there. We want to see if there's anything in there that says Tara Reid's name. But he doesn't want transparency. They don't want any kind of transparency. See, we're not seeing any of these Fast and Furious. We're not seeing all of these things come up on the Republican side. So they're making them up. The Democrats are making them up. They're making up the fact that this phone call to the Ukraine was a big deal and we have to impeach the president. They're making up the fact that the Russians were involved in Hillary Clinton losing. Because they don't want to admit that they're so out of touch with what the American people want and need. They don't care. That is the theme for the Democrats. That should be their slogan. We don't care. And it's very evident in their actions. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez wanting the Green New Deal. How many jobs will it destroy? You might say that it's going to create jobs, but there's going to be a transition period, and you just don't care enough about those Americans to actually take care of them. We're seeing that in a time of pandemic, Nancy Pelosi and the Democrats are sneaking all kinds of things that they know they won't get through the House and the Senate that are their agenda, on their agenda, and they're just not going to get them to pass. So now during a pandemic, they're getting raises and they're trying to put through abortion issues, and we're trying to put all these other things through that they know just won't make it through the House and the Senate. So they're preying on this weakness, this time of weakness for the American people, because they just don't care. They want to get their way, and they don't care how they do it. Transparency is going to be the thing that kills the Democrats. Hopefully, because the mainstream media isn't going to help them with it. But we're seeing that this is a very important election. It's Donald Trump and the Republicans against the immoral, anything goes, say anything, lie Democrats. They want to work harder at helping the illegals in the country than helping the actual people. They don't help the illegals when they get here either, only if they get in trouble. And we've seen that with Kate Steinle when she got killed in San Francisco. They worked harder to keep the killer out of jail than they did at getting some sort of closure for the family. They said that because it's a sanctuary city, you can't sue the city. So the family got no financial closure or relief. They got no relief by way of putting the killer in jail. He admitted to killing her, but they couldn't define the word possession of the weapon. He's an illegal, a 5-time deported illegal who admitted to killing Kate. So why is he not in jail for murder? Couldn't define the word possession. And now it was all done so that the Democrats could say that an illegal didn't kill an American citizen and go to jail, because they said, well, no, that'll go that'll go against us in the 2020 election. Donald Trump will say that this person is in jail. He was a 5-time deported illegal, and the Democrats helped. So in their blind hatred, they don't see that now they worked to get him free. So now he's still a 5-time deported illegal that killed an American citizen. But because of the way that California and San Francisco are, they're sanctuary cities and sanctuary state, well, now he's free to do it again. And if he is in jail, it's not going to be a very lengthy amount of time because they didn't get him for murder. So in their blind hate for Donald Trump, for him actually accomplishing so much in the first 4 years, they're willing. They don't care. See, I don't care. They don't care that this 5-time deported illegal is a murderer and living on the street amongst them, ready to do it again. Why wouldn't he? What deterrent was there? This is a very important election. It's a very scary election. We're seeing that Joe Biden isn't even cognitively sound, but yet he is the delegate. He is the candidate. And if he becomes the president, well, the proof of what kind of leader he'll be is sitting in a university hidden away from the American people. There's zero transparency there. So I'm going to stay on top of the Tara Reade story. I'm going to stay on top of these files coming out that Adam Schiff is trying to block that proves, I guess we're calling it the Obamagate. And we're going to stay on top of the university files that are hidden away pertaining to Joe Biden and his dealings with world leaders. They all should be open and accessible for everybody. And if they're not, what are you hiding in them? If you want transparency, if you're calling for Bloomberg to just release files and release evidence and just be transparent, well, take your own advice, Joe, and release those files from the university and show us your transparency. Show us what kind of leader you are, because it's in those files. And show us that Tara Reade didn't file a complaint against you that's hidden deep inside those files. But you already sent a team there. You've already sent somebody to look and see and hide if it is. And that's shameful. And it's already been proven that you sent a team to look through those files. But hit that subscribe button. Stay tuned for more podcasts right here on the Blue North.